Hi guys, today's a video talking about resistance, which I think is a topic I haven't specifically covered in my videos before. I have talked about obviously the old story a lot, negative assumptions, and this is obviously where the resistance stems from, but actually feeling that resistance in your conscious mind is something I realized a lot of my clients have mentioned, or you guys have brought up concerns about it and wondering, is this an issue? How do you get rid of it? So today I'm going to touch on this topic, and I'll probably develop it further in future videos, again depending on comments I receive from you guys and from my clients, just to elaborate, because I usually get inspiration in the moment. So today is going to talk about why resistance is okay and give you guys a kind of overview of what it means. So if you're interested in this topic, please do thumbs up and turn on that notification bell and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me, and you can stay up to date with all my upcoming manifestation content. And I offer coaching, so if you do want to get help from me, you want that one-on-one support with me, I offer a ton of different packages starting from £30. And yeah, everything I offer is listed below on my Instagram, LOA Coaching. So if you are experiencing resistance, which let's be honest, most of us will be, unless it comes to something very spontaneous and random, like, do you know what, I want to get my lunch today for free, or which obviously is kind of a really cool manifestation, so we might have a bit of resistance, but it's just something spontaneous. It's not like you don't have on your bucket goal for your lifetime, manifest a free lunch, It's more like commitment, marriage, children, my career, my dream car, things like that. If it's something smaller and more random and insignificant to you, then resistance is less likely to come up. But like I said, it's down to your assumptions and whether you consider something a really big or difficult or easy manifestation. That is where the resistance stems from, because it's attached to old memories. So your conscious mind will be like, well, this is unlikely because of XYZ, and it uses logic. But if you are experiencing resistance, just know it's totally normal. Literally, the title of this video probably says that resistance is okay. So it's fine for you to experience that. And as long as it doesn't continue throughout your entire manifestation, then you're doing it absolutely perfectly, okay? So if you stop experiencing resistance at a certain point during your manifesting process, you're doing it absolutely perfectly and everything is unfolding without a single concern. If you do continue to experience resistance, that's also totally fine. It just means that your subconscious beliefs haven't conformed enough to stop bringing up those conscious doubts, and the answer is always to just persist. So resistance to your affirmations or visualizations, or just in whatever mental format you're imagining your end result, it means that you've hit on some subconscious beliefs. So it means that you've reached that subconscious deep-rooted belief about your SP, about yourself, about your job, about the environment, literally whatever it may be, whatever beliefs you have developed over your life, or even over a period of 1 week. That is what you're hitting on in your subconscious mind if you're getting resistance. So it's a good thing. It means that you are going through the process of undoing those negative beliefs. The right affirmations for something where you have a negative old story are always going to bring up conscious resistance. So I'll say that again. The right affirmations will always hit on conscious resistance and bring up that conscious resistance, because they are targeting the subconscious belief. So if it's worded the right way for whatever you're manifesting, let's say it's marriage with an SP, or let's just say relationship. Not everyone is currently manifesting marriage, but relationship with your SP, and you've said me and SP are in a relationship right now, and then it's bringing up resistance and your mind is trying to say, no, you're not. They haven't messaged you at all. That just means you've obviously hit on that belief, which obviously that's pretty general, but it just means obviously your subconscious belief is that they aren't committed to you, they don't want to date you, for example. That could be beliefs currently in your subconscious mind. The resistance means you've really targeted the right thing. So instead of just saying, I see them all the time, or they are messaging me, you're really going straight to the end, and the root of the issue is that your mind doesn't believe they obviously are in a relationship with you, or that maybe they don't even want a relationship. And the more you affirm that, the more you are untangling that subconscious belief. So the resistance oftentimes just dissipates on its own. It will go away on its own the more you persist. And like I said, it just means you are literally changing a specific belief where you are holding that resistance. So the reason you don't have what you want in your 3D reality yet is because there is a negative subconscious belief that you can't have it for some reason, or you don't have it for some reason. So it may be that, you know, oh, well, you'll never win £1 million because I don't know, you're not that intelligent, for example. It's sad, but yeah, with self-concept, sometimes the mind can think things like that. You know, we've all had doubts. I've had doubts where I think, oh my gosh, what if I'm not clever enough to do this? Or, you know, at university and school, I'd be like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I can't get the right, you know, mark on this exam? I won't get the right grades, whatever. So it's pretty normal as a human to have those doubts sometimes. But it could be something like that, or it could be something really, really specific linked to an old memory that really emotionally and mentally affected you. And now your subconscious and conscious mind keep replaying it. You can't seem to really let it go, and it's kind of cemented into an actual belief. But that affirmation that you're choosing to get the thing that you see as this massive, crazy, big manifestation is what you need to be affirming for, because you actually see it as so big and crazy and unrealistic. That's even more reason for you to affirm it and manifest it, because it means that you have the opposite belief. So you are targeting the right negative belief by doing that affirmation, if it makes sense. Feeling resistance is very different to not connecting with and not engaging with an affirmation you've chosen. If you really don't like the affirmation and you know, you want to change it, that is very different to not enjoying an affirmation because you are getting resistance. That is where you need to push through it and persist. Unless you change your mind about your desire and you don't like the direction it's kind of going in, that's again a completely different thing. But if the only reason you don't like the affirmation is because it keeps bringing up negative memories, that is literally a sign that you need to keep pushing through it, keep doing it, because it's working. So if you didn't have any resistance, think of it in this way. Like I said, it would be something really, really simple and easy and insignificant, like getting a free cup of coffee, manifesting a discount on the dress you want to buy, you know, pretty small day-to-day fun manifestations. Whereas the big stuff that really makes a huge difference to your life, that's always something you've dreamt of, that sort of thing. If you didn't have any resistance to that, you'd probably already have it in some way, you'd believe it in some way, and then that would defeat the purpose of manifestation, because you wouldn't need to do affirmations or a mental diet or whatever other methods, because you'd already believe it. It wouldn't feel unrealistic. It's the same way you don't have to sit and affirm, my hair grows every month, my hair grows every month. Well, we know your hair will naturally grow a little bit at least every month. I get a tan when I sunbathe. I get a tan when I sunbathe. Like, you don't do things like that. You just know. Even if it's only the slightest suntan, like, you just don't need to affirm. You know that, hey, if I lay out in the sun for an hour, I'm gonna tan or burn, or my skin's just gonna get darker in general, right? It's just common sense and common knowledge and a common assumption. Like, we've just always assumed that and been taught that, right? So if you didn't have that resistance, you wouldn't even need the affirmations. So it's totally normal to have resistance. It means that it's not a belief you currently hold, and that should motivate you even more to do it, because it's going to eventually change into a belief. Remind yourself that there is no objective permanent belief. Everything is simply based, and everything reflected in your 3D is simply reflecting your own assumptions and beliefs. There is nothing that has to be objective or permanent forever in your life. It's technically all temporary, which means that any assumption can be changed. It's just up to you to put in the work, but you can change any belief and create a new one based on exactly what you want, you know? You just got to push through the resistance, basically. So remind yourself that the more you persist, the more that resistance will fade away. You're fighting and chipping away at it with every loop of your affirmations. Every 10, 5, 15-minute timer that you set and sit and loop your affirmations, you're chipping away at the resistance and pushing back against it. You're not allowing the resistance and negative doubt to take over your mind. You're pushing against and saying, this is the truth. I have this, I have this, I have this. You're looping it and convincing the subconscious, which therefore has to diminish the resistance on its own. So it's just about persisting, being patient, self-discipline to put in the work. And yeah, the resistance will fade away. But hopefully this helped you guys realize that it is okay and that it's totally natural, because you're creating a new belief. And yeah, the more you work at creating the new belief, the more any negative doubt or resistance will just fade away and completely change. So I hope this video was useful to you guys. If you enjoyed, please do thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Bye!